All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is this playoffs week 2, round 2 and 3 are done now? We had best of runs in the lower bracket. We had best of 3s in the upper bracket. I think this week we have more. I think these are all best of 1s. I actually have no idea how this tournament bracket's paying out or gonna end, but we will see. I have no idea. Regardless, let's jump into the games. I heard there were a lot of good series. Well, we're gonna find out right now. All right, first series of the week, we got Mittenses versus UMN Maroon. Mittenses went with Bristleback, Viper, Vengeful Spirit, Winter Wyvern, and Wraithking. I do not like Bristleback right now. I think he is too greedy, and that is my opinion on him. I think Wyvern's okay. I've seen Wyvern get picked up a couple times recently, and I don't really know why. I don't think anything big has happened for Wyvern, and I guess she can clear waves decently well, but I think there are just better supports at doing it, generally. Maroon went with Juggernaut, Morphling, Beastmaster, Warlock, and Nyx Assassin. So I think Beastmaster is really good. I actually like this lane against these supports. I assume it's a Wyvern 5 position, but they last picked it, so maybe... I don't know. I assume it's a 5 position. If I'm Mittenses, I just run at this guy because I don't think Nyx Assassin is great in lane. Morphling and Jug is a pretty greedy combo in my opinion, but they both look like they had very good games. And Warlock. Overall, I think he's got better team fight. I think I like Maroon's team fight better with Warlock, Beastmaster. No, I think I like Mittenses' team fight better with Bristleback and Wyvern. You got the save of the Venge. I think pickoff potentials on Maroon is better. I don't really like Bristleback. Doesn't really feel like there's any way to counter this Morphling. You got to get like a what's that word? Spirit Vessel. I think I like Maroon's draft a little bit better, even though I think this mid and carry are so greedy. I think Beastmaster's a really good pick. I think Warlock's decent right now. I just don't like this Bristleback. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Maroon's draft. Why is he so slow? So many slows on him. Dude, this Jug is literally just in the middle of all of them and can't die. That is quite unfortunate. Can they kill that Jug? There you go. Took the whole team out. Oh, they're gonna kill the Morphling? No, he got out. Unfortunate. He turned into the you got the break of the Nyx Assassin. Rampage! I caught a rampage for once, guys. Let's go! Pretty good game, I think. It was close for 20 minutes. Morphling got a rampage. Exciting stuff. I can't believe I actually caught a rampage. I'm pumped about that. So UMN Maroon win. I thought that was going to happen. I'm pretty sure. But I don't remember, but I think so. So then they play Wards in base. And this game looks like it was a crazy game. I remember hearing about this, I think. So let's dive into it. Wib P had Shadow Shaman, Void Spirit, Juggernaut, Nyx Assassin, and Toad Hunter. So I like Shadow Shaman. I like Void Spirit, mostly just because he's my favorite mid to play, but I never play mid. I hate the hero Juggernaut. I think he's pretty good right now, though. Nyx Assassin, I think, is pretty good. He's definitely not still the best hero in the patch, but he'll make it. I think he's a pretty good 4 position. And then Toad Hunter, I think, is in a decent spot right now. I haven't seen a lot of teams play it. Good team fight, good tank, so good aura builder. If he builds it, looks like he went the team fighty build and then into aura, but that's probably why he died 11 times. UMN Maroon went with Chaos Knight, Ember Spirit, Grimstroke, Axe, and Outworld Destroyer. So I guess OD's broken. All of a sudden, kind of saw this happening. I think I was watching, someone was like, yeah, he's not good now, but then they're going to find out the build for him, like the item build, and he's going to be broken. And then it happened, and now OD's broken, apparently. This looks like a 4 position Outworld Destroyer. 60-minute Meteor Hammer, I think, is not bad. I guess you could have it like 5 or 10 minutes if you're core, but 60 minutes is not bad. And I think I like Wib's draft better, though. I really like this mid. I think it's good to get out. If you have to time this perfectly on OD in order to stun the Void Spirit outside of Astral. They got decent team fight. They have good push. It feels like the wave clear on Maroon isn't there. It's lacking a little bit. If you get Ags on, I guess he did get Ags. I don't know what timing he got, but that's pretty good. On Chaos Knight for team fight, nothing really great to pair with the Grimstroke, but I don't think he's a hero you need to pair stuff with. So I think I'm going to go with Wib's draft here. And this game looks like it was Maroon favored the entire time. That is crazy until this team fight. So we'll watch this team fight. I ate your pizza on the axe. He went in deep there. Crazy team fight. Gotta kill the... There you go. This Jug does not care. He almost kills the Chaos Knight. Oh! Tidehunter. This game was pretty crazy. I don't know if there'd be a rampage here, so I looked, but it didn't look like there was. Very back and forth. I think very well played by Wib P. Knowing you're behind, they played it really well, and yeah, it was a very good game to watch, so good job to both teams. Wib P moving on. I wish it wasn't just a best of one. I hate best of ones. I've said that last week. I'll say it again. I'll say it in the Discord. I hate best of ones, but it is what it is. So good job, Wib P. Next series. This was our series. We have Instigators versus Victoria's Secret Mog. Instigators went with Oracle, Underlord, Ember Spirit, Slark, and Jakiro. I think it's decent. We don't really have any form of initiation other than Ember Spirit, right? How do we take fights? So we're definitely lacking that. We have good wave push, good pick off with Slark, good save with Oracle, but no way to really start fights. That's what's lacking when I first look at this. I'm trying to remember the game and what felt like we went wrong. I think we just missed our timing. Anyway, Mog had Drow Ranger, Shadow Fiend, Bristleback, Treant Protector, and Lich. So basically, the way these two drafts have to play, I don't like Shadow Fiend right now. I don't like Drow Ranger right now. I don't like Bristleback right now. So these three cores, I really don't like the spot they're in. I just don't think they're that good. But that being said, they have three cores that can all farm and hit hard late game. So we had to win by like 25, 30 minutes. I think we just missed our timing. Obviously, they have a Treant Protector and Lich, two supports that very good tower, heal, and defense. Not necessarily a great wave clear, but you know, Treant Protector does a decent amount. Lich and Shadow Fiend kind of too, but it's harder. So I definitely like our draft better. I'm probably biased. I just think we have better wave clear. I wish we had a better form of initiation maybe in our 4 position, but he's a big part of our wave clear, and without that, Oracle would be exposed as a bad wave clearer. Yeah, so I think I like ours better, but I'm definitely biased. Another really good back and forth game too. As you can see on the graphs, it was very close for about 40 minutes. This is what our biggest lead in the game was, a 5k lead. Their biggest was 15. Very close game. I just want to make sure Treant hasn't placed anything in here. Everyone's too far away for me to cast spells on them, so I can't really do much. BKB on Drow's pops. We want to back up. We want to waste time. And then I need to make sure Treant's not over here. So look at this. I'm trying to kill these trees. I go out of the map and I get stuck here. And me being an idiot, right as Slark goes backline, right as Shadow Fiend jumps in, Ember's trying to help me out. I still can't get out. I can't cast any spells on anyone to heal. And I just don't even think to TP out at any point. And it's like, what? Why don't I just TP out? I finally can Force Staff. I try to save Slark here, but he just barely dies. At this point, I know the game's over. Slark's in here. Maybe we can do something. I'm just trying to draw them away. Maybe Slark can kill over here. I'm trying to waste as much time as possible, but it didn't matter in the end. The Ballista on Drow Ranger is huge as well. Overall, very, very well played. Very well played, in my opinion, by Mog. I think they, I think they deserved it. They played really well. It's a very close game. I honestly could have gone either way the whole time. So good job, Mog. That's a long clip, so I'll try to keep this short. But we'll jump right into Mog versus Two Boots. So this was another best of one, right? Back to back. So Mog had just slogged through an hour, 5-minute game. That was very close. And Two Boots was waiting. I guess they couldn't see the game, so they couldn't watch it live. So there was some issues there. I don't know what it was. I set up the lobby, so I'll take full responsibility of whatever. But just ended up being that way. So Finley, Shadow Shaman, Underlord, Slark, Quap, and Vengeful Spirit. So Two Boots really like this Quap on Dan Rathers, and Abrus really likes this mid-Venge. I don't like either of them, but they do it time and time again. I like the wave push of Shadow Shaman and Underlord here. I think Slark's been getting better. That's why we've been picking him more. I think the way to play Slark is slowly figuring it out, and I think he's slowly getting better. Obviously, still a 48% win rate hero, so not that great. But I think people are figuring him out. I think he should be starting to get better. Mog went with Faceless Void, Skywrath Mage, Toad Hunter, Wind Ranger, and Jakiro. So they went with a mid Skywrath Mage, carry Void, offlane Toad, 4-position Wind Ranger, which is R914 is like classic hero, and then a 5-position Kuro, which is Robbie plays that a lot. So overall, you got decent wave clear with Jakiro. This is pretty much just a 4 protect 1. If you can go around with R914 and Skywrath, and you just catch heroes with Skywrath's ulti, you can definitely like snowball a little bit. You just need this Faceless Void to build fighty. So I think if like a Mask of Magnus into Maelstrom would be what you have to do on that. He went with MKB, which I think is really good on Void. I know it took 12 minutes to get, so that's a little bit slower. I think that's why Maelstrom might have worked. And he went BKB. Overall, I really like this wave clear. I just do not like... They love these heroes. I don't think Vengeful mid is good. Rooster definitely knows more about mid than me, so I'm probably missing something. I don't think 4-position Quap's that good anymore, but Dan Rathers picks it up all the time. So, overall, I think I like Mog's draft a little bit better. Wave clear, team fight. I don't know Vengeful Spirit versus Skywrath. I don't know that matchup. I assume Skywrath wins that, but I don't know. I like the wave clear of Shaman and Underlord. I think is a good push. I think Slark's getting better, but I just like Mog's draft a little bit better. No. I missed the team fight that I was aiming for. Oh, Dan Rathers blinks in. I think, yeah, Two Boots are just too far ahead at this point. Probably a bad fight to show. It doesn't look like it's because it just looks like one team's just farther ahead, and that's why they won that fight. I think Two Boots go on to play someone from the upper bracket. I don't know which one. I think I spoiled it earlier for me on who won, but I don't know who's playing Two Boots. But overall, I think Two Boots are just a better team. Also, Mog just slogged through an hour and 5-minute game. Tough, but I watched like the first half of this game live, and it seemed like Mog was defending their towers pretty well, which I think is just product of Jakiro, and it was very close for like 20-30 minutes, and then I think Two Boots just they were farming really well. She was farming really well on the Slark, and it helped them snowball. So GG's, good series. All right, now that we're into the best of threes, I'm going to try to keep the game analysis and replays a little bit shorter. The best of ones I want to feature a little bit more time because some teams only played one game this week, so I want to give them a little bit more time. These teams played 3 games, so I'm going to try to snap through it. Volso Collective versus Ann Kenny. So Volso game 1 went with Sladar, Medusa, Jakiro, Razor, and Clockwork. I like the direction Razor has gone recently. I think it's a pretty decent hero. Medusa I think is really greedy. I don't think Medusa's that good right now. 49%, so not bad. Better than Slark apparently. Clockwork I like, and Slardar I like, but that's a really weak lane. I think I talked about it. Maybe Volso did this exact same lane before. I don't really like the lane. I think it's kind of easy for the other team's 5 in 1 position. It looks like they had a really good game specifically. They both only had 1 death. But I think I would like, if you're going to go Slardar, I think you need a range support to help. And if you're going Clockwork, I think you need someone who's really good in lane. But moving on, Ann Kenny went with Lycan, Puck, Beastmaster, Tony, and Winter Wyvern. So they went push strat. I actually don't hate this. I really like it to spot Beastmasters in. I think Puck gives you a good team fight. Tony gives pretty decent wave clear. I don't like it because you have to be in the wave, but it's still good. Puck has good wave clear. Wyvern has good wave clear. They have good team fight. You don't really have any answer for this Medusa other than to win early. So you have to push your advantage really hard. If anyone can do it, I think Kenny is one of the better teams in the league, so they should be able to do it. Which draft? I like this push strat draft. I think I'm a sucker for push strats, so I think I like Kenny's draft a little bit better. But I know Volso will win game 1, and it was a pretty one-sided affair. It looks like Volso just won early game and kept their advantage by the looks of it. 10, 15, which is tough because they win late games. So you have to win hard on Kenny for this strat to work. But I like it better overall. Lycan's coming in. Oh, what a hook shot. Tony tossed him in, though. That might have been a good toss. They should be able to get the... Yeah, there you go. Here comes Razor, though. I can't believe this spell literally just gives bonus move speed. Yeah, gets him there. Good rotations by Volso there. Game 2 obviously went the other way because it's a best of 3. Volso went with Wraithcane, Phoenix, Dragon Knight, Underlord, and Clockwork. I think it's decent wave clear with the Underlord and to an extent Phoenix. Underlord, Phoenix I think is a better lane than Slardar. Or Underlord, Clockwork I think is a better lane than Clockwork, Slard. Wait, Underlord, Clockwork better than Clockwork, Slardar. That's what I'm trying to say. They obviously didn't have as good of a game. I think mid Dragon Knight's decent right now. I think this item build is pretty good. I don't know what his win rate is, 51%, so not bad. I like the Phoenix. I don't know how this lane, it looks kind of weak, honestly. But Phoenix is a pretty good laner. And Kenny went with Ricky, Alchemist, Mars, Grimstroke, and Lich. So this is such a good Grimstroke combo, Grimstroke Lich. I don't really like it because they're like two supports that can't really initiate fights all that well. But Grimstroke Ricky is a very good combo. So there's your initiation right there. You put the Grimstroke stun on Ricky. Ricky goes on someone. Fight started. They also have Mars. And because this is a fighty carry and they have a mid Alchemist, the synergy works out really well where they can fight 4v1 and have your mid be the farmer. And then you hit this really strong timing. So I think this is a pretty solid draft. That being said, I think the team fight here is pretty good. You initiate with the Clockwork and then you can egg. And so then this team has to decide, okay, do we save the person that just got hookshotted or do we fight the egg? So it's not a bad team comp at all. I actually like both these drafts really well. I think I'm just going to go with Kenny again just because this Ricky, Grimstroke, Mars, Lich, all this makes a lot of space for Alchemist and then you hit this time in. And if you're aware of that, you can take towers really well. So I like this draft a little bit better, but I also really like Volso's draft. I like both drafts a lot. Rocket in, they know they're Roshan. You got no Dragon Knight, no Underlord. It's hard to take a fight here. Grimstroke is positioned very deep. I would be careful. It looks like, yeah, they're just going to kill him. Oh, and a good hook shot onto the Lich. Good egg. A little bit too deep, maybe? Yeah. Hey, Grimstroke barely lives. I thought that was a winter weapon. I was like, well, just curse something. There's the Grimstroke ulti. Not bad. Oh, the Abyssal. It's huge. Wow. Good fight. I really thought the Grimstroke was too far out. I thought he was just going to get gone on and killed. So, but very good fight by Kenny there. Game 3 was a slogfest. It was an hour and 20 minutes. Volso went with Jakiro, Leshrac, Brewmaster, Weaver, and Clockwork. Holy cow. Okay, so you just don't see these two heroes a lot in the Archon League. This guy went with Clockwork again. Brewmaster, Clockwork, I think that's a pretty decent lane. I think Brewmaster's a pretty good laner. I think Lesh is a good mid, and Weaver, Jakiro has pretty decent kill potential. So all three lanes here, really good, I think. You got good wave clear with Jakiro, Leshrac to an extent, Brewmaster to an extent, even, nah, not really Weaver, but, you know, pretty good wave clear. I like this draft a lot. And Kenny went with Naga Siren, Pugna, Sandcane, Outworld Destroyer, and Ogre Magai. Okay, so Here's the OD again. They first picked it. I wonder if it just didn't. It got banned games 1 and 2, and then game 3 it wasn't. So Pugna and OD. Pugna's like OD's biggest counter. I don't know how they work together. Sandcan, I think, is decent teamfight and wave clear. Pugna's decent wave clear, but you can't really kill full waves with one spell. You have to either wait for the spell to come off cooldown or you have to auto attack the wave. So Pugna, I put in like the B tier of wave clear. Sandcane, kind of same thing. You have to sit there in your Sandstorm or you have to build up Caustic Finale. So both B tier. They don't really have any great wave clear, but then again, they have this Naga Siren that can just constantly put pressure all around the map. I like that. Overall, I do like this draft better. I think just the wave clear here of Jakiro, and then the Leshrac, same thing, B tier wave clear, with same as Pugna and Sandcane. You have to be in the wave, kind of similar to Bristleback as well. Brewmaster I really like. I would put him at like C tier wave clear. And then you got good initiation, good team fight with the Brewmaster. I really like this Volsel draft, so I picked them for game 3. I couldn't tell which fight to do, so I just did this last fight because it looked like it was the biggest change. 2 Divine Rapiers on Naga. Sandking's got Divine Rapier. Blows up the Leshrac. Holy cow. This looks really good for Ankenny. I think you just hit the Ancient here, boys. Holy cow. He's got Divine Rapier. How many Divine Rapiers are in this game? Oh, he's getting out. Oh no! There's no buyback. That Brewmaster. Wow, what a good game. So I don't know how the other series goes. This is the second Mega Creep comeback we've seen. I don't know how Snow Cones and Harpies go. I know there's one Mega Creep comeback there. But insane that play by Brewmaster at the end was really good. I know there's gonna be some roster changes for Ankenny here before next week. It's tough to do it during the playoffs, but I think a season ago or 2 seasons ago, Harpies did it and they ended up coming second in the league. So I don't think you're completely out of it just because you're making a roster change. Very good series. Very impressed with Volsol. Yeah, could be the game of the week, series of the week. I need to see Snowcone's Harpies before I make a verdict, but very impressed. I enjoyed watching that game, so I want to watch the full game. I know Tyro casted it. I want to go see his casting. Shout out Tyro. He's been casting a bunch of games, which is amazing. It's good to see Archon League getting a lot of love. We're the lowest of the lows, but it's good to see everyone kind of building community around it. And everyone just being relatively positive to each other, so it's very nice. Yeah, so last series we'll go to Harpy Snowcones. All right, Harpy Snowcones. Let's dive into it. I feel like I always block the draft with my camera. That's my bad, guys, but I'm not going to change it. Game 1, Snowcones went with a mid-doom, Carry, Arc Warden, Snapfire, Shaman, and Sladar. I think Snapfire Sladar is not a bad lane. This guy had 20 kills on a Sladar, 20, 10, and 22. Holy cow. I really like the Arc Warden. I think Arc Warden's in a good spot. I wonder what his win rate is. 52, not bad. Mid, Doom's a little rough. I don't think Doom's in a good spot at all. 45% win rate. I feel like anytime there's a Doom in the game, he just doesn't accomplish too much. But 14, 8, and 24, so it's not like he did bad. 18-minute Radiance. Can't complain too much. Harpies went with the Underlord. They went with a 4-position Lina, Carry, Gyrocopter, Undying, and mid Monkey King. Okay, so I like this. They got really good wave clear. I think this is like one of the best lanes in Dota. Or offlane duos. Wow, not a good hero right now, apparently. I've been seeing a lot of Linas, too, in my pubs, and obviously we pick it a lot, so I'm surprised by that. Carry Gyro, don't know how I feel about that. I think there are some better heroes at the carry position. It looks like a lot of them got banned out, but even still. Monkey King's in a good spot. I know he's coming down a little bit. He was like the best hero in the patch. Now he's coming down a little bit. I like Undying. Overall, pretty solid draft. I think I like Snowcone's draft a little bit. They have the mid-Doom. I really don't like the mid-Doom, but I like the Arc Warden. I like this offlane. I don't like the Gyro either. So there's heroes I don't like on both drafts. Monkey King I feel like would win mid against a Doom. I think Monkey King just wins all melee matchups other than like maybe an Ursa. They got Arc Warden. I think I'm going to go with Snowcone's draft here, but I really like Harpies as well. I really like both drafts. Gotta love a stage cast, of course. So they just can't take high ground, looks like. Ziggy's just walking in. He has the BKB. He must have been mismicroing his hero there. That's unfortunate. Oh, T died. Missed it.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's rough.
But no, I think the only way for this to end appropriately
I think you just wait for the tombstone to go down, then make your push.
Oh,
Oh, this Slaughter's got the Giant's Ring. He can just walk wherever he wants.
The gyro, he has 2 rapiers now.
Ooh, 2 rapiers on the gyro?
So, if they are able to jump this gyrocopter, they could blow up. And there's no viral.
And with those rapiers, the buyback
Oh, Tar gets in there just to doom the gyro. Oh, he's melting the doom. Meanwhile, I'll let Stage cast his way better.
Trying to bring down Kitty. Kitty defending the Aegis Tar on top of it. The wards, the drops. Serpent wards on the tier 4s. The Rapier's still on the ground. Give shifting them out of his inventory. He puts the pipe into the backpack. He's looking to pick up one of the Rapiers. Give makes it out. He's got a Rapier.
He's got the other one. What are you doing?
Doom didn't pick it up. It's still on the ground. It's still on the ground. No one's able to clear up their inventory yet. Down goes Give. It looks like the beefy man is going to fall. The other Rapier on the ground. Jank not even going for it, not shifting his inventory. They're picking it out, but the tier 4 is glyphed up. This fight looks like it is over.
Ow.
No buybacks remaining. Team respawning organic.
So many Divine Rapiers. What? Alright. Good game 1. Good game 1. Alright, we got game 2. We got Harpies versus Snow Cones game 2. Harpies went with Bristleback, Jakiro, Juggernaut, Spirit Breaker, and Mid Legion Commander. Alright, I don't like this as much for the Harpies. I don't like Bristleback. I've said that too many times. This Bristleback went off this game, so good. I really like Jakiro. I think it's great wave clear. Spirit Breaker's a decent initiator. You don't have the best follow-up because Bristle's kind of slow and wants to be almost gone on. Juggernaut, I think, is in a really good spot right now. The Mid Legion's kind of questionable, in my opinion. I don't know too much about it, if it's good or not. It looks like he did pretty well. I don't know how much dual damage he had, 130, so not bad. And what, 24-minute game, 130 dual damage? Okay, that's really good. Snow Cones went with the mid Lina, a carry Animage. I really don't like Animage right now. I think he's just too farmy, too split pushy, and you need to kind of group up and just win by like 20-30 minutes. I think that's how you win. I need to watch the new BSJ video to see what his thoughts are on the patch. That's usually where I get all my thoughts, but that's my opinion. Shaman, I like. Lion, I really don't like. I think that hero's dumpster tier. I think he's not good. I think you can just do whatever you want to do with Lion, you can do with a bunch of other heroes. So I don't like it. And then with Sladar. So it looks like the only wave clear, you got S tier wave clear with Lina, A tier with Shaman, almost in B tier. I really just don't like Animage. I don't like Lion. Sladar and Shaman I think is kind of a weak lane. I don't really like the mid Legion or the off lane Bristle, but they have so much, in my opinion, better wave clear. I hate having a core be your only source of wave clear, because that means you have to send a core back if you get split pushed, and then you can go on, you can initiate a fight while the core is gone. So I would much rather have it be a support, not as important late game as a hero. So I'm gonna go with Harpies draft this game. I just don't like the Animage, don't really like the Lion. I think this is a weak-ish lane. Apparently Lina sucks. I didn't not know that until right now, but I kind of like the Lina. Basically what I was saying, I'll try to sum it up quick. Harpies do a good job of invading this jungle. AM unfortunately walks into a fight he was not ready for. I think the Harpies do a really good job of pushing their advantage when they're ahead. And the Snow Cones wave clear. Sorry, I keep forgetting you guys haven't seen this clip yet. I will shut up. So Harpies do a really good job invading this jungle before the Snow Cones are ready for them. I think in this anti-mage draft, you clearly have some wave clear issues. Harpies do a really good job of grouping up and pushing, so you need some sort of wave clear to deal with this.
In that last fight, that blink.
Duel forward. This is going to be a kill on Janked, and now
Trying to ward up there the line, unfortunately. We've all been there as supports.
Oh, give as well, starting the nasal goose stacks.
I don't think you TP in here as the Andy Mage. I think you go bottom or you go mid. You just push out that lane.
This could be a disaster. I think he TP'd in just to die.
I agree with you, Staged. This Lena's out of the map. They can't hit her. Seems like a save your buddy syndrome here. Hardcore for the snow cones that fight. So game 3, this also was a crazy game. I think from what I've heard, 100 or an hour 9 minutes, 75 kills on the snow cones, 47 on the harpies. I don't know how that went an hour and 9 minutes, but I'm very interested to see. So harpies went with Underlord. I like Undyne. I think's decent. A Drow Ranger carry I don't really love right now. Shaman I like, and then they went with a Tinker. Okay, so the strategy of this game is to split up the map. I don't really like the Drow Ranger then. If you knew you were going to go Tinker, I think you'd have to go a carry that can A, fight, because the Tinker's never going to be there. And he wants to TP in as the fight's going. And B, like a Ricky would be good this game. I think a Ricky would have been really good for their draft. I don't think Drow does good in that position. I think Drow wants to be the one farming while everyone else is fighting, and Tinker takes up a lot of farm on the map. Snow Cones, they went with Juggernaut and Spectre, so that's extremely greedy. I know Tar likes his mid Juggernaut, but I don't think you can go... I guess Spectre's good against Tinker, right? Yeah, Spectre's really good against Tinker. He breaks his blink, but I think it's just so greedy. Then they went with Rubik, Nyx Assassin, and Sladar. Sladar and Nyx Assassin, I think that's a weak lane. I think Rubik's a pretty weak 5 position as well. I don't really like the Snow Cones draft, honestly. It doesn't have like any synergy. The only thing I like about it is the Slardar, or not the Slardar, the Spectre being able to go on the Tinker. And the Drow, actually. Spectre's a great pick this game. I'm shocked it made this far. I guess they thought the Jug was going to be carry. Don't blame them. I also would have thought that. Even still, such a good Spectre game. But I really don't like the other 4 heroes here. I think Nyx Assassin and Slardar, good heroes. I think Rubik's a good hero. I think Jug's a good hero. But in this lineup, I don't think they mesh well. I think it's just too greedy. They don't synergize really at all. So I like Harpy's draft better. Even though I don't like this core, this Drow and Tinker. Because the Drow has to play with the rest of the team, and it doesn't want to do that. But I like it better because I think this is just too greedy, and there's not really synergy between the supports and the cores. You don't have any wave clear. I mean... Rubik's like a C or D tier wave clear. I don't really... Against a Tinker too, that's tough. Like, I understand how they were able to take racks then. Still, I think I gotta go with Harpy's draft.
No.
So like I was saying before I realized I was too early, this game had so many team fights to choose from. This one ended up starting the snowball back in Snow Cone's favor. They have Mega Creeps here. Stage, you're missing the Jug going on the Drow. Tinker's dead. Stop worrying about the offlaners going at it, my friend.
I don't know what happened to Omni Slash, but it has been used, and Drow is still alive.
Panda's all hitting on the barracks, it looks like.
There's a break on the Drow.
Oh, they don't have Mega Creeps yet. That's my bad.
Still has the Aegis, but there's no coming back from this. Kitty has the tombstone on the high ground, building up the zombies everywhere, but there's the pit of stolen on top of Kitty and on Pandemonium. Pandemonium using that...
What a Pit of Malice by the Rubik. Holy cow.
Needs to keep Pandemonium alive.
Wow. I'm just going to go ahead and say I think this was Series of the Week for sure. I think and Kenny Volsel had Game of the Week in Game 3. And even, what was the other game that was a Mega Creek comeback? One of the other games was a Mega Creek comeback as well. Was it Wimpy versus Maroon? I think it was Wimpy versus Maroon. But this series had like 2 games that were wild. And then the other game, Harpies just played really well. And they just pushed their advantage really well. Very good series. I think it's got to be Series of the Week. Knocking the Harpies down. So the Harpies and Kennedy, the number 1 and 2 teams both go down to the lower bracket, which is wild. Wild. You love to see it. Alright, this is a doozy and a half here. So, welcome to the lower bracket and Kenny Harpies. You have back-to-back best of ones. Let's the most normal series of the week. We have Snow Cones versus Volsel. I'm going to give Volsel the edge in 3. I think these 2 teams are going to have a great series. Volsel just beat Kenny. Snow Cones just beat Harpies, both in 3 games. both of them I consider to be upsets. I'm sure they consider them to be the better teams, which is great. They earned it. They are the better teams as of right now. I'm going to give the edge to Volso. I think they played really well. I think Snowcones played really well too. I don't know. I think it's going to go to 3 games. I think Volso will win. Who knows? Then we'll go WSS versus 2 Boots. I think Harpies will win that. I think Harpies are just good. I think they're good. I think they're going to win this game. Best of 1 is tough. I mean, if you're going to upset a team, I think the best of 1 is easier to do than the best of 3. But then again, I don't think any upsets in the last week were in best of 1s, and the 2 upsets were in best of 3. So I could be wrong. I think Harpies will win that. I think this is going to be close. This is tough. And Kenny's played so well all year. WibP has played really well. And Kenny's doing a roster change. This is going to be wild. See, this is... I hate best of 1s because this should be a 3-game series, and it's a best of 1. I'm going to give the edge to Ann Kenny in respect to their amazing season they've had, but this could literally go either way, and I would not be shocked if WibP won. Like, I'm pretty shocked that Snowcones and Volsel both beat Ann Kenny and Harpies. I would not be shocked if WibP beat Ann Kenny. Wouldn't be shocked. I think Ann Kenny will win. And then this... this I'm saying is Harpies versus Ann Kenny in my scenario, in which case I'll give the edge to Harpies. I think Harpies will also beat WibP. Not 100% sure. 2 Boots, if they win, I think would lose to Ann Kenny, maybe beat WibP. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to predict this. I guess my prediction is that WSS 1-0 whoever they play. I think Harpies will win this back-to-back best of 1 of these 4 teams. I think Harpies are going to come out as the last team standing. It's tough. It's tough to predict that because I don't know who's in this game. I could be wrong after game 1. 2 Boots beat Harpies, and then this prediction is just wrong. But tough prediction. But I'm doing what I can, guys. I'm doing what I can. Yeah. So it looks like that's it. I think. Yeah, that's it for this week. Good luck next week. To all the teams that got eliminated, welcome to the elimination side of things. Or I guess I got eliminated this week, so I can't really welcome them. Yeah, it's if you still pay attention to the league, it's pretty fun. I know Stage is going to put on a hell of a broadcast for the championship on February 25th. I'm going to see if I can be a part of it. I think if you guys pay attention, it's fun to watch. But, again, I don't blame you at all if you don't. But, yeah, good luck to the teams still in. I think it's going to be a crazy week. Top 6 teams are pretty much who I thought the top 6 teams would be, although then 1 and 2 are different than the teams I thought would be 1 and 2. Overall, though, it's going to be a good week. Good luck, have fun, and yeah, I don't know how else to end it.